Let me hear the excitement in this room. Let me hear the power of 10,000 amazing leaders. My name is Marisol Becerra, and it is an honor for me to be here and live this historic moment with you. We are gathered here today because we demand a transition from fossil fuels to alternative sources of energy. A power shift that will wake up the nation and our government. Today, we are here. And today, I want to share a little bit of Chicago. I am from La Villita, the little village community in Chicago, with 95,000 residents, and over half are under the age of 21. When I was 3 years old, I lived 10 steps away from a bus stop that made its last stop near the edge of downtown. Today, there is no bus stop. Only cars beeping in frustration because of that 8 a.m. traffic when mothers drive their children to school because there are no daycare centers available. Today, highways are more prioritized than mass public transit. Let's not kid ourselves. Highways only separate the rich from the poor and force us to drive cars. Back in the days before industrialization, Americans lived a completely different life. Let's take a moment to travel back to that time. Imagine yourself sleeping. You wake up to the rooster's call at 5 a.m. sharp. You walk over to a bowl of water, wash your face, brush your teeth. You get dressed in the clothes your mother made for you. You walk outside and you see the sun starting to rise up as you walk on foot to harvest. Hours later, you come back, eat a freshly baked loaf of bread, eggs, and milk, which you locally gathered. You look out at the fields, the landscape, the beautiful sky that goes on and on with no interruption. Now travel back to the present. What drove our nation to such a change? It was a tiny group of people who had a lot of money, power. They wanted to become wealthier and wealthier. And this tiny group still exists today, and they place profits before ethics. Every day, communities like mine and like yours can see, smell, taste, hear, and feel environmental injustice in the form of a gigantic gray cloud coming out of the coal power plants that releases hazardous air pollutants. Pollutants that are responsible for 49 premature deaths, 550 emergency room visits, 2,500 asthma attacks per year in Little Village alone. Every day, children from West Virginia go to Marsh Fork Elementary in close proximity to a coal processing plant, a leaking coal slurry impoundment, mountaintop removal mines, and only 50 yards from a coal silo. Wake up! Energy policies such as cap and trade will not solve the greater environmental and health issues. That's like trying to clean your room by shoving all of your mess into the drawer. Physically, it looks appealing. Internally, let's be real, it's a bigger mess than it was before. Clean coal is a dirty lie. Carbon dioxide is not the only thing in clean coal. I mean, in coal in general. There are many other things involved in coal. Lead, mercury, the list goes on, and it affects the lives of many people. I ask our politicians, tell my community how this is just. These policies are designed to be for corporate America, not for the people. Our country is not only facing an environmental justice issue, it is facing a social and political issue. And we cannot achieve environmental justice without achieving social and political justice. We need to stop being exclusively for the multi-billionaires. We need to be for the people. As the future of this nation, it is our responsibility to shake off our nation's slumber. I ask you today, as your sister, to lead this movement to environmental, economic, social, and political justice, and not a regression to oppression. Let's travel together to the future, where we will no longer have to prescribe asthma inhalers. Instead, we will begin installing renewable energy, retrofitting, and weatherizing. So who's ready to lead on? Who is ready? Let's do it! Let's do it!